It's not a double rainbow, but at least it's a rainbow. One more? Nature lovers. All right, we're here at the dune Tadoussac, the Tadoussac dunes. And we're out for a little evening birding. It's been raining a little bit off and on today. Work day for me, so but I'm off for the next few days. We're gonna just bird like crazy in this area. Strong south wind tonight, so we're really hopeful. I think we're gonna be up at the crack of dawn tomorrow, which we're quite up north. If you check out Tadoussac, it's at the mouth of the Saguenay where it spills into the St. Lawrence. St. Lawrence is right here on my right. And the sun comes up at like
4:37.
Still too early. Oh my God, we're gonna get up.
I'm gonna nap as soon as I come back.
Oh yeah, big time. It's gonna be awesome. Anyway, this is an evening warm up. We gotta get in shape.
We should have used DJI mic.
Yeah, we should have. Okay, we're going back for the mic, so the sound quality is about to get better. Thank us later. Beach time. Whoa. I guess that's why they call it the dunes. That's an enormous mountain of sand. All right, it's getting dark. Time for us to head in for the night, but this has been our sort of, you can see we're tired. This is our sort of warm-up birding at Tadoussac. We're up at 4 tomorrow to keep it up.
Tonight is south wind. I don't know how the rain is gonna play out, but hopefully.
Hopefully there's not too much rain overnight. Everybody migrates, and then it pours in the morning and they drop on our heads. I don't know.
We're back to sleeping bag setting, as tonight's temperature is gonna dip down to 5 degrees.
Okay, we made it. I mean, we made it waking up, and a little disoriented. Anyway, we're heading out. We're heading out to go bird watching. It's 4:30. But first, I gotta have a coffee. If you're a birder, you've probably heard of spring and fall migration. But what about reverse migration? We first came across this fascinating phenomena when we stumbled upon a famous eBird checklist. More than 500,000 warblers observed in a single day. Ever since then, Tadoussac jumped to the top of our must-visit destinations. Tadoussac is located in Quebec, Canada, at the confluence of the Saguenay River and the St. Lawrence River. It's renowned for its breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and world-class whale-watching opportunities. But we went there for the birding. This unique phenomena of reverse migration is remarkable, not only because of the sheer number of birds involved, but also because of their unexpected direction, completely opposite of their usual migration patterns for that time of year. From the limited information available online, we initially thought reverse migration happened when birds flew too far north and then had to turn back. It seemed like a rare event, dependent on specific weather conditions, requiring a bit of luck to witness. However, when we spoke with Alex, the head of the Tadoussac Bird Observatory, we learned that reverse migration is actually a regular occurrence every spring. It's not exclusive to Tadoussac, but appears to happen along the St. Lawrence River. Because this region is sparsely populated, the exact locations where it occurs remain uncertain. One thing that really stood out in our conversation with Alex was his observation that many of these birds appeared exhausted, with some in poor condition. This detail helped explain why, in the famous checklist we mentioned earlier, birders were repeatedly hit by migrating songbirds. Before learning this, we couldn't imagine how tiny, agile warblers could collide with people standing still on an open platform. But now it makes sense. They were simply too exhausted to avoid obstacles. If you're wondering why this happens, well, so are we. Unfortunately, the exact cause of reverse migration remains unclear, as it has only recently been documented and still lacks thorough scientific study. Since 2018, researchers have been monitoring the Tadoussac Dunes from May the 5th to June the 6th to better understand this incredible event. Since then, several days with over 10,000 migrating birds have been recorded. Quebec is very RV friendly, and during our stay in Tadoussac, we visited Sacré-Cœur for free water refills and waste disposal, a service provided by the local city hall. Since Tadoussac is in Quebec, French is the primary language, and more specifically, Québécois French. I speak a little French, at least enough to get by, but Jen doesn't, so most of our interactions were in English. Despite the language difference, we had a fantastic experience. Personally, I love Québécois people. They're fun, friendly, and full of personality. Tadoussac is a must-visit destination for birders and nature lovers alike. If you ever get a chance to witness reverse migration, consider yourself lucky. It's a truly breathtaking spectacle.
A little morning tea before we hit the dunes. Hit the dunes.
Now we're on the way to the observation platform. It's quite nice this morning. It rained last night. It's quite wet, but pretty warm in my opinion. Ooh, somebody's already there. I thought we would be the only birder. Suddenly wind not only bring birds, also bring birders.
It's probably a researcher.
Right? So far there's no warbler rain on me. Not happy. Today is so windy and so awesome. But I think, oh, another group. Oh, what is that?
I felt like they were waxwings,
Yeah?
just because of the size and the movement, but I was in camera, I don't know. They had red circles around them.
Red circles?
But I got them
Red.
in the distance, coming in, going by, so we'll see how that works.
Right. We're trying to capture some clips of migrating birds, reverse migrating birds. I don't know how that works. Like today's very windy. They already flies very fast, and with the wind blowing, they're going very zigzag. The focus was hard for the camera, and the speed is fast. So you might only see little black dot shooting across the screen. But there still is a good number of them going by in little groups. I have problem identifying them. Start to get to know the shape of a cedar waxwing. They said there's also a good number of blackpoll warbler or black and white blackpoll warbler. This is a kind of the end of this kind of migration. Many of them. They're supposed to migrate at night. What are you doing during daytime? Crazy. Many birds are out in little groups or singles, and they're trying hard to fight against the wind. I don't know. I feel like this is another that kind of a bird video. That kind of a bird video with a very, very minimum good bird footage. But this is so exciting here.
Do you want to go eat?
Yes.
All right, so day one birding in Tadoussac, up at 4:30 to go birding, and this morning after we were wrapping up our birding, coming in to have our nap, I was a little blue, a little down. The birds were, I felt like it was not as good as I was hoping for, and I chatted with Alex, the director here at OOT, and a few others, and you know, I guess my hopes were really high. It's not uncommon to have a count of like 10,000 migrants on here. It's spectacular, but it's not uncommon. And today was what they would call a pretty slow day. Now I had a nap. I feel much better. I'm about to eat lunch. The smell in the trailer is divine. I think we're having salmon and salad. So everything will be fine. The next day will come.
It was not a bad day because I didn't talk to so many people. We had a lot of finches and
cedar waxwings. Hundreds of cedar waxwings.
Yeah, in little groups.
Yeah.
Flew by. So.
And little groups of warblers and stuff.
He's
flew
the
by.
one. I guess I'm the only exciting one because all the other people were the same page as him. Because they know. I didn't know. I was there watching. I was like, oh, cool.
And there's always tomorrow. And you know, that is birding. Like I was chatting with Alex too, like you just got to go with the flow, and you can't expect much. That's part of the excitement, is when the unexpected happens, but you got to take the good with the bad.
Yep.
Just trying a little bit of the tête fromagée, and yeah, it's quite delicious. Yeah, a little savory, oniony with pork flavor. Really good with youtiao. A little bit unorthodox, but yeah, really delicious. I'm glad we got that.
We're heading out in the afternoon here, around 3 p.m. for another birding hike. Having a great day, had a great time. I have to say, when I opened up the checklist though, I was a little bit like, oh, another minimal species checklist. But even though the checklists are thin, we saw a lot of birds today in reverse migration, like headed from the south to from the north to the south, kind of going backwards. Cedar waxwings by the 20s and 30s, and just a bunch of warblers and just all kinds of cool stuff. It's a different experience than in the forest where you hear them and you can't see them. Here you see them and you can't ID them. So it's kind of neat. We can't ID them. No, even Alex said for him it's very difficult because most of them are distant. If they're distant and they're just dots, it's really tricky. Some of the identifiers, though, he did say are really good.
The fly?
I don't know what the magic
today
is.
You cannot hear much.
But you know, it's not. The good thing is, it's not just us. But it's still.
The wrong way, sir?
No, we're not.
Sorry.
So we just did a quick stop by the platform to see if anybody was here. There is no one. Everybody's gone home. But we are going to head. Where are we heading? We are going to head right up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little lookout right here, off in the distance. That's where we're going. Did I get that right? I'm not sure if I got that right. I don't think I got that right. Hang on. That pole. Oh, I think it's right here. Sorry, right by the pole. Yeah, right there. Not where I pointed first time. That's where we're going. One of the things I find super challenging is staying in shape on the road. So now it's time to put the train anytime, train anywhere method into practice. Here come shoulders.